Today, I am reacting to TXT for the very first time. So let's dive right into the beginner's guide.
TXT are a 5-member boy group from South Korea who debuted March 4th, 2019 under Big Hit Entertainment.
They have been around a lot longer than I was expecting. I did not know they've been around for that long. So this is their 7th year? Wow, okay. Where have I been? I thought they were like a new group. Shows how much I know.
The group's full name, Tomorrow by Together, refers to the dream of these 5 boys, Subin, Yeonjun, Bomgyu, Taehyun, and Hyunin Kai, who have come together under one dream in hopes of building a new tomorrow. While each member of TXT naturally has their own strengths, all 5 were trained as vocalists, dancers, and rappers, leading Big Hit to make the natural decision to debut the group without fixed positions, with the exception of Subin as the leader. At a time when fixed roles were the norm in K-pop, TXT stood out as one of the first ever groups to break from this tradition, a pioneering move that helped popularize the new generation's trend of positionless groups. Described both internationally and domestically as K-pop's it boys, and celebrated as one of the industry's global leaders. TXT's musical storytelling, diverse discography, and incredible performances have cemented their place as one of the leading K-pop acts of today, a standing they've earned through a journey marked by challenges, perseverance, and growth. TXT's debut in March 2019 was much anticipated, with them being the first group to debut under Big Hit Entertainment after the most successful act in K-pop history, BTS.
Oof, big shoes
Just to note before
follow.
we continue, after a process of acquisition and rebranding in 2021, TXT now falls under Big Hit Music, a subsidiary of HYBE Corporations. This simply means TXT are now under the same company as groups like ENHYPEN, LESSERA.
I don't have my contacts in, so I cannot read that. HYBE Corporation is a multinational entertainment company with 3 main divisions: HYBE Labels, HYBE Solutions, and HYBE Platforms. This chart focuses on subsidiaries under HYBE Labels within HYBE HQ, the South Korea-based division responsible for artist management and music production. These subsidiaries, is that right, the word? Which are individual labels or companies HYBE owns, acquired or established, operate independently. Oh, wait. I feel like I'm in English class where I was popcorned to start reading and I'm like, got nervous and I'm not taking in what I'm reading. I'm just trying to get through it. Let me go back a bit. I love how close my face is to the camera, but that is because I can't, it's too tiny of text and I don't have my glasses on. Okay, these subsidiaries, which are individual labels or companies HYBE owns, acquired, or established, operates independently in managing their artists, but follow HYBE's overall policies and strategy. To maintain a clear scope, the chart excludes artists under HYBE Japan label and groups formed through the HYBE America Geffen Records joint venture, aka Cat's Eye, as they fall under separate divisions of HYBE's global structure. Holy crap, how big of a company. At some point it gets too complicated. Like, why do you need so many different branches? Like, just have 1 or 2. Like, why do you need so many separate? It's like, it's so much to like, it's too much. No wonder why that guy's like a freaking billionaire. Like how many branches he has in his company. Jesus. All that to say, TXT is with BTS and Quartus, who I've never heard of, and Lee Hyun for Big Hit Music. Also, the pressure TXT must have felt going after BTS is
Seraphim, 17 and others.
Big shoes
but they,
to fill.
along with BTS, soloist Ihyun, and the newly debuted boy group
I
Quartus,
butchered his name, I apologize,
are the only artists under the label of Big Hit Music. Since November 2018, when Big Hit announced their plans to debut a brand new boy group, anticipation and expectations for the debut of BTS's little brothers grew significantly. Cut to March 4th, 2019.
Also, they
the debut of
don't want to be
Tomorrow
known
by
as BTS's little brothers. They
TXT
probably want to be known as their own thing. Like, they're always now going to be compared to BTS. Like, I can relate. I can relate to this. I totally understand how they're feeling. That was a joke, by the way. But like in school, I have 3 older brothers. So the teachers, I was known as like their younger sister. I was known as the youngest member of the family. And that drove me crazy. So I get it.
His anticipated debut song, Crown, reached an impressive 15.1 million views within its first 24 hours.
Wow.
Setting the record for the most viewed.
Okay, do I need to get my glasses? If there's a lot of reading, I might need my glasses for this video because I can't read all this. This record would hold for 4 years before TXT themselves were the first to surpass it with their music video for Sugar Rush Ride.
4th-gen boy group music video in the first day.
Wow, good for
TXT's
them.
debut EP, The Dream Chapter Star, performed equally well, peaking at #1 on both Korea's Circle Album Chart and Billboard's World Album Chart. The EP also debuted at 140 on the Billboard 200, making TXT the
I might need my glasses. TXT have since joined BTS as the only Korean acts to chart at least 12 albums on the Billboard 200. Impressively, more than half of TXT's entries have peaked within the top 5, making them the Korean act with the most top 5 entries on the Billboard 200. So they beat BTS for that.
The fastest K-pop group to chart on the Billboard 200. While these numbers might suggest that TXT's careers started at an ultimate high, that is not entirely the reality. TXT's first comeback had to be delayed several times due to the members' ongoing health issues. While this might not appear to be a big deal, the K-pop industry is fast-paced and highly competitive, so extended delays between releases can make it incredibly challenging to maintain momentum and relevance within the industry, especially for a rookie group like TXT. During this break period, it was clear that the members were worried that their fans would leave them, and while some fans did stay, unfortunately, the members' worries became a reality.
Jesus. Anyone choke on their own saliva? What were their health problems? Like, how many of them had health problems? Because I feel like if it was just one member, they could move on, but for the whole group to stop, I feel like multiple members had to have had health problems.
As many fans who were tired of waiting for a comeback withdrew their support.
Oof.
이번 앨범 이름이 꿈의 장 매직이잖아요. 이름이 굉장히 잘 정해진 것 같다고 생각을 했어요. 컴백이 딱 2번 정도 밀렸을 때 굉장히 큰일 났다고 생각을 했거든요, 사실. 속으로 굉장히
I think they're
많이
like the
불안하기도
magicians of
했고,
K-pop.
나중에 또 안 오면 어떡하지 생각을 많이 했는데 마법같이도 다시 돌아와 주셔서 너무 감사합니다.
When TXT were finally able to make their first comeback, they expressed their excitement about reconnecting with fans in person. However, just a few months later, those long-awaited moments of connection were abruptly halted by the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, which ushered in another period of isolation and revived the same uncertainties and worries that had only just begun to fade after their debut period hiatus.
That must suck.
This extended
to go from debut, and then you come back having to be pushed back, and then you're finally back in front of the fans, and then COVID hits, and you're back not seeing them in person again. That must suck. Debuting in 2019 or 2020 must have been the worst. Ugh.
separation further disrupted key milestones, such as touring.
TXT held their first full-length concert in October 2021, performing to an empty venue, with the event streamed online. Their first tour with an in-person audience began in July 2022, 3 years, 4 months after their debut. Oh, that's horrible. That's awful. First of all, I think renting an entire stadium to have them perform for an empty one is a little much. I mean, it could have just used a big room. A big practice area or something. I don't think you needed the whole stadium. But wow, that's crazy. 3 years, 4 months after their debut.
That are crucial for building artistic identity, confidence, and purpose in the early stages of an idol's career. As a result, much of TXT's rookie era, a time typically filled with connection and growth, was instead defined by distance and a lingering sense of missed potential and unfulfillment.
무대하려고 좀 응원받고 사랑받으려고 가수를 하는 건데 그거를 내가 못 받고 있으니까 좀 괴리감이 들더라고요.
Can't imagine.
지금 있는
It's like you work so hard to debut and get your dream, and then you get it, and then it all gets taken away from you.
잘 붙잡고 있고 싶어요.
So while TXT's career may have started at an ultimate high, it was soon clouded by a sequence of uncertainty and doubt. Thankfully, these clouds have now parted, and TXT continues to reach new highs. However, the one thing that has perhaps impacted TXT's journey the most continues to this day. And that is the pressure and hate they got, and continue to get, for debuting as BTS's little brother.
What I tell ya? You're the little sister. Everyone compares you to. I had teachers. I think I told the story before. I have a brother like 2 grades before me, and then so when I got to his teachers, we are like complete opposites. If he had a teacher that loved him, that teacher hated me. If there was a teacher that hated him, they loved me. And then I had our band teacher in middle school. I hated band. I took clarinet. Going on a tangent for a second. I was taking clarinet, didn't practice. When we did like concerts, I just mimed. No notes came out of my clarinet. I just mimed. So the teacher hated me, and understandably, but he said to me once, we were having a conversation, he looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Why can't you be more like your brother?" And the thing is, I told my brother that, and I told my mom that. This is going to make them seem like mean people. But they were like, he would never... No, not him. He's so nice. He would never say that. You must have misunderstood. I did not misunderstand. And I never picked up a clarinet again because of him saying that I should be more like my brother. Anyway, so again, I get what they're feeling. Ugh, all the voices saying, why can't you be more like BTS? I'm surprised they keep picking up their microphones, because I never picked up my clarinet again. No, what a crazy rant I went on. Constantly being compared to BTS, especially BTS's fans, are on another level of crazy. Like, they're just I don't know which fandom is worse, like being a Swiftie or being a BTS. Like, it's BTS, it's tough. So it must be so hard.
Group.
그게 진짜로 너무 불안하기도 하고 너무 부담이었어요. 사실 저희 정말 방탄소년 선배님과 저희 빅히트 엔터테인먼트가 큰 날개를 달아준 게 사실이니까.
Not only are they like BTS's little brother, but they're also from the same like subsidiary group as them. Like, I wonder if this would have been better if they were like under like the LE SSERAFIM group. Like, I wonder if that would have changed anything.
아직 명백하게 증명한 게 없다 보니까 불안했는데,
저희를 데뷔 때부터 사실 사람들이 가질 수 있는 편견이 많을 수 있는 그룹이라고 저는 생각했고, 그리고
방탄 다음 나온 팀이니까.
네, 저희도 인정하는 부분이고, 근데 형들과 회사가 달아준 날개를 견디기 위해서는.
As the biggest K-pop act in history, the narrative of BTS's extraordinary rise from humble beginnings to international stardom has unavoidably cast a long shadow over any future groups associated with their agency. However, none have faced as much scrutiny and pressure as TXT, who were not only the first group to emerge from this legacy, but also for the first 6.5 years of their career, the only other group directly under Big Hit Music. What many people don't know is that upon being accepted into Big Hit, the TXT members were completely unaware of the advantageous position and subsequent pressure they would experience debuting under the heavy title of BTS's little brothers. Yeonjun, who was the first member of TXT to join Big Hit, joined the company in 2014, the year after BTS's debut, at a time when the company was still facing bankruptcy. While Bomgyu, the last member to join Big Hit, joined the company in 2016 before BTS even won their first grand prize.
Oh, wow.
Ultimately, all 5 members of TXT took a chance on a relatively small
So
company,
they really didn't know what they were getting
completely
into.
unaware of the future success
Like,
of their
they were
seniors,
already part
and how
of
this might consequently influence their own idol journeys.
the machine before BTS
For the first
were like
few
really
years
big.
following their debut, the members rarely spoke about the details of their trainee period. But now, having carved out their own place in the industry, the members have become more comfortable talking about their time at Big Hit, before it grew into the large-scale company it is today.
사람들이 이제 투모로우바이투게더 하면 방탄소년단, BTS의 동생. 항상 사람들이 비교를 우리랑 하니까. 그러면서 이제 많은 사람들이 쟤네들은 좋은 환경에서 이렇게 좋은 이렇게 시스템에서 일을 시작했겠네라고 하지만 나는 옆에서 봤던 사람 입장에서는 그렇지 않았고. 그래서 8-8을 아는 이 하이브의 아티스트들은 너네랑 우리밖에 없겠네.
맞아요.
이 빅히트의 성장의 서사.
I was so distracted by Suga. He oozes confidence. He oozes like, I'm the big man on campus. It's all about me. You guys can like do your thing around me, but like I'm it. I'm the main character. It's all about me. And my gosh, he pulls that off well. The way he was just like chilling on the chair with like just like his like just relaxed, but all like, my God, he pulls that off well. I have a little, where's my sugar? I got my McDonald's sugar down there. I had to talk about BTS because they're mentioned so many frickin' times. I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people here. I don't think I'll ever react to BTS on this channel, and that is because I'm terrified of ARMY. I'm terrified. I don't want them to come for me because I'm very, very, very honest. Probably too honest. I give my opinions. If I don't like something, I say it. So that's why I will never react to BTS, because if there's something about BTS I don't like, I would say it, and then I would have to look out my window every night to make sure there's no one coming for me. Like, I'm terrified. I'm sure that's a small percent. Disclaimer, that's a small percent of ARMY. I'm sure most of ARMY is lovely and encouraging and very nice and welcoming. I'm sure. But there's that small percentage that terrifies me. Anyway. But I also don't know much about BTS. I know Butter, I know Dynamite, I know Black Swan, I know my favorite, Boy with Love, and Mic Drop. I can name 5 songs. I'm trying to think of other songs that I might know, and I can only think of those 5. Oh, they did one with Coldplay. Couldn't tell you the name of it, but they did something with Coldplay. That's all I know about BTS. So, if you want to comment down some fun BTS fun facts, I'll read them. But I'm probably never going to react to them. Never say never. I mean, I might get desperate. My channel might be totally flopping. Well, I mean, it already is totally flopping right now. It has gone downhill. But I might get desperate enough to do it, so who knows? I'm probably going to cut all that off. All that out. What a waste of time that conversation was. Anyway, tune in next week where I react to BTS for the first time.
너희들이 다 알고 있겠지. 연습생 생활을 그때부터
저는
했으니까.
완전,
야, 물에 사이다를 타먹던 시절이 있었다고?
네.
그러니까 저 있을
우리가
텐데
잠깐만 사이다를 왜 타먹는 거야?
아니 제가 그때는 좀 사비로 계산을 했어요.
회사 법카나 뭐
네,
이런 게
없이
아니라
사이다를 하나 시켜. 그래서 돈을 아끼려고 물을 좀 타먹으면 맛이 똑같아.
돌아가려고.
Oh my
그때는 그게
God.
없어. 장부가 없었나?
좀 지나고 나서야 있었는데
하루에 시켜 먹을 수 있는 음식 최대값이 6,000원이었나?
맞아. 그때 그냥 좀
Now, I'm sure I don't know how much food costs in South Korea. I don't know. So I can only compare it to what food costs in America. $4? I don't even think you could get a Sprite for $4. $4? You couldn't get anything from Starbucks. You can maybe get like a small fry and a small Sprite from McDonald's. No, not even. $4? Can you get any food for $4? That's crazy. But I mean, it was like 10 years ago, but still.
제한이 많았어.
그래서
내가 들은 것 중에 제일 싸.
그럴 땐 안 그랬는데 눈 떠보니 대기업 같아.
그럴 땐 버콜룸에 버섯이어 있었는데.
아 그거 마음 아파요. 처음에 그거 스펀지 조각인 줄 알았다.
Ew, that looks disgusting. My squishy exploded. Ew, can I show that on... Can I show that? That's so... Ew, that's so gross. I'm so sad. This was my favorite squishy toy. No, I did too much squeezing. Okay, that was gross. What is even inside? Like, what was that? I feel like that was like some toxic something. Ew. That makes me so sad. It was my favorite squishy toy. Also, I think I'm getting my period because I'm having really bad cramps. I do need to check. Well, I am 2 days late, so yeah, cramping would make sense. That probably explains this video and why it's so... No, it doesn't. I'm like this in every single video. What am I talking about? My brain is all over the place. You know, it would be amazing if anyone also likes like squishy toys or like fidget toys. If anyone has good fidget toy recommendations, please comment down below because I need more fidget toys.
그 청소하는 건 줄 알았어.
태연이가 말을 해버렸지만은 그땐 좀 맞았어요. 저희가 맞으면서 배웠는데
Those of you who want to become trainees, they don't hit people these days. They'll get in big trouble if they hit people. The fact that they hit people at all is a problem. Hello?
맞아요.
Abuse?
요즘에는 체벌 안 되죠. 뭐 그때야 체벌했지. 지금 체벌하면 큰일 나죠.
멤버들 진짜 코찔찔일 때부터 다 봤잖아요.
I hope every single idol gets
물새는 연습실에서
free therapy
같이 이 추운 겨울날
because they all need
하나
it.
의지하면서 자고 근데 얘네가 이제 다 커서 이 많은 사람들 앞에서 공연을 하고
Especially because they were all so young. Every idol was so young when they started. And the abuse that they went, like, they all need therapy.
Because of the pressure and the intense trainee period spent together, the members have formed a close brotherhood, which is evident in their interactions and sibling-like dynamic.
평소에는 싫다 하다가도 누가 하나 아프면은 연락 5명에서 다 각방점에서 다 오고 다 힘들 때는 진짜 누구보다 제일 잘 챙겨주고 가족이 되는 그런 존재들이거든요.
멤버들을 수식할 만한 표현은 없는 것 같아요. 친구라고 하기에는 그 이상의 것이 있고 직장 동료라고 하기에도 뭐 더 이상의 것이 있고 가족이라고 하기에는 피가 안 섞였고 소중하죠. 못 바꾸죠. 눈에 넣어도
I mean, you can call each other family even though you're not blood.
우리 멤버들 5명이
It's your
그대로
they're your
모이면
found family.
같이 할래요.
Most people are closer to their
Despite their amazing
non-blood
talent and hard
family
work,
than their
TXT
blood
continues to face
family.
ongoing prejudice from the fiercely competitive and often toxic world of K-pop fandoms, with many still using TXT's debut privilege as a way to discredit their success. And while there is no denying that TXT debuted at a privileged position, reducing the entirety of their success to privilege alone unfairly downplays their hard work, journey, and talent. This perspective also fails to recognize the immense expectations and pressure uniquely placed upon TXT, which has significantly skewed how their progress and talent are measured compared to their peers. Despite these challenges, TXT have consistently risen above them, transforming criticism into motivation and proving that their success is built on a foundation far deeper than privilege alone. In an era where many K-pop groups struggle to find concurrent popularity in both international and domestic
Oh no,
markets,
here comes a lot of reading.
TXT has distinguished themselves as one of the few K-pop
The only musical act to earn a new #1 album on Billboard's top album sales chart every year this decade. The first K-pop act to perform at Lollapalooza 2022, and the first K-pop group to headline the festival in 2023. They were playing back to back. I feel like that's pretty rare. The Korean act with the most #1 albums, 8, on Billboard's top album sales chart, second only to Taylor Swift for the most #1 albums in the chart's history. Okay. The first and only K-pop group to chart every track from a single mini album simultaneously in the top 10 of Melon's top 100. The foreign artist with the most consecutive #1 albums, 13, on Japan's Oricon Weekly Album ranking, making them the foreign artist with the second most #1 albums in Oricon history. The Korean act with the most top 5 Billboard 200 entries, 7, and the second most Billboard 200 entries overall, 12, among Korean acts.
pop acts managing to achieve significant
The
and balanced
fourth gen
success.
boy group with the most cumulative days in Melon's daily chart top 100, with more days than all other fourth gen boy groups combined. That's crazy. The second K-pop boy group in history to receive the special award at the Japan Record Awards, one of Japan's most prestigious music honors recognizing significant cultural impact. The youngest and seventh boy group in history to be nominated at the Korean Music Awards.
As TXT continue to top charts, set trends, and break records, their
The first fourth gen group with aespa to receive the Minister of Culture, Sports, and Tourism commendation, one of Korea's highest government honors for cultural contribution. One of only 7 groups in history to achieve a Rookie Grand Slam, winning all major rookie awards in Korean music. The most streamed, most followed, and highest charting fourth gen boy group on Melon, holding records for the most entries on the 24 hits chart, the top 100 chart, and the only fourth gen boy group to chart in the top 10.
achievements both at home and abroad underscore their status as a powerhouse in the industry and solidify their place among K-pop's most successful acts.
How long is this? It's like the freaking credits into the credits of the movie. The fastest Korean act since debut to complete Japan's Big Four Dome tour, performing at all 4 of the country's largest and most prestigious domed stadiums. The first and only Korean act to perform at and headline Acts Ceremonia, one of Latin America's largest music festivals. I've never heard of it, but that's incredible. The K-pop group with the highest rated album on Metacritic score 89, which aggregates reviews from major publications to measure average critical reception. Aggregates? What is aggregates? I don't think this is what they meant. Aggregates? Oh, here we go. A total collection of smaller parts or the act of combining them. A whole sum or total made by joining smaller pieces. I've never... Okay, well, I learned something new every day. The only fourth gen boy group to win a music show with every title track since debut, and the only one to do so with a digital single. I feel like that's impressive, because I feel like that doesn't happen. Well, they're the only ones. The only K-pop act to chart at least one album on the Billboard 200 every year since debut, according to a computer-analyzed study. So AI, the second most synchronized K-pop boy group with a synchronization score of 93%. I want to see that study. So someone put in an AI program all like K-pop boy groups to see who's the most synchronized. First of all, what clips are they using of these boy groups? Are they looking at every single performance they've ever done in their history of their career? Or are they just showing them one performance? Like, how are they getting these numbers? That's a study I want to see. Because some performance might be more synchronized than another.
All these achievements to their biggest driving force, their fan base MOA, which stands for Moments of Alwaysness.
Moments
MOA
of
also means
alwaysness.
together in Korean.
Oh gosh.
As the members
I've never read so much in a video before. Sheesh, my jaw hurts from having to talk so much. Moa wasn't the original fan. Moments of alwaysness I don't love. But Moa wasn't the original fandom name planned for TXT. In April 2019, Big Hit first announced Young One as the official name. Hate that even more, but it was quickly retracted due to a conflict with an existing fandom. To choose a new name, Big Hit invited fans to submit suggestions, which the members themselves helped review. On August 22nd, 2019, MOA was officially announced.
Members and MOA are gathering together to complete one dream.
Oh, okay.
When turned on its side, MOA also becomes the number 304, which represents March 4th, TXT's debut date.
Cute. Okay,
TXT
I kind of like it now.
Constantly expressing their sincere love and appreciation for MOA.
I just didn't like the moments of always. Like, I don't like that
and
part of
acknowledge
it.
their journey and hard work.
사실 모아분들 아니면은 아무것도 아니라고 생각을 해요. 이런 위치 진짜 우리 팬분들께서 만든.
Since their first music show win in 2019, TXT have consistently ended their encores with a deep bow to MOA. In Korean culture, this is the most respectful form of bow, reserved for those one holds in their highest regard and feels deepest gratitude toward. By offering this bow to their fans, the members express one of the strongest possible gestures of respect, love, and appreciation for MOA. That they have continued this practice more than 6 years into their career shows that, despite their growth and achievements, their feelings of gratitude toward MOA remain unchanged.
들어주신 거라는 거잖아요.
저한텐 멤버들도
와우.
있고 음악도 있고 여러 가지가 있지만 대신에 그건 확실해요. 결국에 저희를 완성시키는 거는
I have
팬분들이다.
never
이
seen
퍼즐
any
조각이
other K-pop
딱
group do
완벽하게
this.
들어맞는 거는 결국 팬분들이 없으면 있을 수 없다라고 생각하기 때문에
I always see them
투모로우바이투게이머는
bow,
가치 있게 만들어주는
like they do a
건
bow
무조건
at the end,
모아드리기
but I've never
때문에
seen them fully go all the way down.
Ultimately, through TXT's hard work, talent, and ability to live up to expectations, they have proved themselves and created a distinguishable and unique image that separates them from their senior label associates. What can be said for sure is TXT are certainly a force to be reckoned with in this ever-growing and evolving K-pop scene, as they strive to create a better tomorrow together.
Ew.
TXT is constantly praised
Ooh.
for their standout discography. Standout not only in terms of the quality of their title tracks and B-sides, but also stand out in their dedication to unique and meaningful concepts and sounds that artistically set them apart from other K-pop groups. To use the words of prominent Korean music critic Kim Youngdae, in a business rife with all kinds of exaggerated concepts and universes, TXT doesn't follow the traditional K-pop formula,
I love
yet they
that.
have managed to become the most anticipated group of the next generation. TXT's training focused predominantly on hip-hop. In fact, for the majority of their trainee period, the members were under the impression they'd be debuting with a hip-hop concept. However, since their debut, rather than confining themselves to a fixed aesthetic or sound, TXT have embraced change and versatility as a core part of their artistry, resulting in a discography that spans a wide range of genres and styles. In an industry where many artists build their identity around a fixed aesthetic or sonic brand, TXT's diversity might initially be mistaken for a lack of artistic direction or conceptual focus. However, their discography...
Unlike most groups, TXT doesn't have a fixed logo. Instead, they use a consistent plus X plus motif that evolves with each comeback to reflect the story theme of that album.
Out as one of the most cohesive and thoughtfully crafted in the industry, with each release tied together through an ongoing narrative of youth. Rather than relying on a single sound or visual style, TXT have shaped their artistic identity around an album-based narrative, structuring their discography into a series of interconnected albums known as chapters that capture the evolving emotions and experiences of growing up. Like chapters in a novel, each comeback builds upon the last, weaving together a rich, layered narrative that transforms their work from a series of isolated releases into an ongoing coming-of-age story. Regardless of genre or aesthetic, this consistent emotional thread runs through TXT's music, creating what many recognize as a distinct TXT-ness.
I'm loving the look,
where
just
other artists
those
captivate
clips
through
of
sheer
just,
spectacle.
they look
TXT,
so cool.
as the storytelling idols, connect through quiet sincerity.
Wow.
They tell stories that feel unflinchingly real, never shying away
The
from the raw
cinematography,
and
that's the word I was
unpolished
trying to
realities
think of.
growing up.
All these clips, the
That honesty
cinematography looks
resonates
incredible.
with listeners, offering comfort to those living it now and nostalgia to those looking back. It's this sincerity that gives their discography a timeless quality, one that lingers long after the comeback hype fades. Since their debut, TXT's discography has been shaped by Big Hit's clear and controlled vision for its central narrative. While this ensures cohesion, it has naturally limited the members' creative freedoms, as their contributions must fit within this overarching story. As a result, they often find themselves competing with seasoned writers and producers from around the world, with every idea measured against the bigger picture of their ongoing
That must be
storyline.
hard.
Following different
It kind of
comebacks,
puts
the members
them
have often told stories
in a
of how
bubble.
songs they have written have been temporarily
Like
dismissed.
they're stuck in like this little window of this is all you can do, even though they probably want to go for. That's the problem with people who have like the storyline groups or the groups that have lore. It's like you have to stick to the lore, which can be more limiting, I
by the
think.
company because they did not fit within the musical narrative of that chapter. While many might be disheartened by this, TXT are encouraged by Big Hit to keep these songs to one side for either their solo mixtapes or until they fit within the narrative of their group albums. Despite Big Hit's strict vision for TXT's discography, there are still several TXT songs that are written by the members, which ensures that the coming-of-age story they are telling is reflective of their authentic
Wow.
voices and experiences. Only 7 months after debut, the youngest member, Kai, set the record for being the youngest idol to be registered under the Korean Music Copyright
Wow.
Association, after he helped write the song Roller Coaster for their first studio album.
That's incredible.
6 months later, TXT became the youngest idol group to have all members as registered songwriters.
Wow.
While TXT's
That's
latest group
awesome.
album brought their original narrative of youth to a close, the stories and lessons that defined it are now being carried forward beyond music through their partnership with UNICEF on Together for Tomorrow, a global campaign supporting children and youth facing mental health challenges. For 6 years, TXT have embodied their role as the narrators of youth, giving voice to the worries, hopes, and quiet struggles of growing up through their music.
They honestly, whoever
Now,
their
with
creative
UNICEF,
director is incredible. The things they do, like the camera, the tricks they do, like it just looks so cool.
They are expanding that mission by helping create spaces where young people can express themselves, build supportive relationships, and find strength in empathy, kindness, and inclusion. TXT's story has always been about more than music, and this campaign shows how their sincerity, once captured in song, can
How
ripple
old are
outward
they
into the
now?
real world, living up to their name and helping us build a brighter
Like,
tomorrow.
are any
together.
of them in the military yet? Is that a concern? Do they have to start military soon?
Along with the lyrical storyline that runs through their albums, TXT has an additional storyline known as the Star Seekers, which is a fictional universe that runs through many of their music videos. While the themes of their music center around the real-life experiences
I'm
of
going to be honest. I'm not a fan of lore-heavy groups. Like, I just want to enjoy the music. I want to enjoy the music. I don't want to have to, I'm sure if I were to... I understand the point of the lore, because I think if I were to react to a group from the beginning and was keeping up with the lore, I can see that being really fun and exciting. But if I'm just wanting to watch a music video from this album and a music video from that album, I don't want to be confused and feel like I missed something. So if you have ideas on the best way for me to react to TXT, should I start from the very beginning and just do chronological order? Or does it not matter? What should I do to get the most out of my TXT reactions?
growing up. The Star Seekers adds a layer of magic and fantasy, creating a more fantastical parallel to the grounded themes of their discography-based storyline. Along with music videos, The Star Seekers also includes a short animation film and webtoon. To Do TXT is TXT's official variety show, where the members take on a variety of missions, games, and challenges.
Does every
When To
K-pop
Do
group
first
have
started,
their own
the members
variety
were still
show?
camera-shy rookies, But over the course of the show, they have developed into 5 variety.
There's 10 seasons, 164 episodes. That's more than most shows on television. 2 related seasons to do spin-off and not to do. And it's available on their official YouTube channel.
Variety show kings, showcasing their chaotic, entertaining dynamic, and unique personalities.
Who? Has nothing to do with TXT. Who was like the first group to start doing like those variety shows? Like, where did that come from? Who thought like, hey, besides music, let's also give them like fun reality show type YouTube? Like, who started that? Because I feel like everyone now does that. Like, it's now a requirement to do that. So that was a very beginner intro into TXT with a little bit of my crazy brain thrown in between. If you enjoyed it, then I would love it if you would subscribe, hit that like button, and comment down below where I should start this journey. Is there a song I should start with? Let me know. I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. I'm at your mercy. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Ta-ta now. Bye-bye.